Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, and freaks of nature of all ages. My name is Brian Bad Hippie Jackson, and welcome to my YouTube, and welcome back to Let's Build Treasures of the Dead. This is episode 7, and if I do everything right, which I've been known to not do everything right before. Where's my builder brush? Oh, there it is. Okay, that's what I need. We're just going to do a couple of things real quick in this episode. Let's zoom in on this builder brush, go to actor, make sure it's level with the floor. We're just going to do a couple of real quick things in this one. Basically, we're just going to flush out a little bit of detail in the level. Now, one of the pieces of detail we need to flush out is we have our door switches. And when we hit our Kismet and hit the trigger, the door switch will move down. But we're going over brick, and there's nothing there to indicate where that door switch is supposed to be moving down to. So we're going to take our builder brush. We're going to center it on this wall. We're going to right click on brushes. We're going to take the X to 16. We're going to take the Y to 16. And we're going to take the Z to 16, and that Z is going to need to come up to 64. That should work good right there. And if we look at this little side view here, we can see that it centers up right about with that switch. So let's go ahead and select the switch, find it in Kismet, let's open up our matinee, close Kismet, turn real time on, and then hit play real quick. Let's do it again. Oh, I hit real time on the wrong window. I need to hit real time in this lower window. There we go. And it looks like we got that positioned absolutely perfectly already. Okay, and those frickin' particle effects. Select. All emitters, and let's go over to this little eyeball on the left. Oop. Show all. Hide selected. So once again, we're going to select, I hit the wrong button, select all emitter actors, and then we're going to hide selected. And that's going to get those damn torch emitters out of the way. And, ooh, that's not centered right. I'm going to get myself sidetracked. Now it is. I probably should go through and make sure that all my damage volumes on my torches are positioned properly too. Just wouldn't be a bad thing to do. Anyways, back to what we were doing. So now that we've got that set in, and it looks to be just about right, we're going to go ahead and go over to CSG Subtract. And what that's going to do is cut us a little runner in our wall, so now we know where that switch is supposed to move on. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and grab this upper surface here, find in content browser, there it is, minimize the content browser, select surfaces, matching texture, apply material, and I don't think we need to do anything special with the tiling. It's just a runner. We could, I suppose, yeah, flip it 90. That works. There we go. That works really good. And now we've got a runner cut into our wall where our switch operates. Now we're going to take our red builder brush, we're going to take the height back to 256. And then we're going to do the same thing over here where this door is. We're going to cut a runner into the wall, and we can actually probably go ahead and make that one 8. Now we'll leave it at 16. It'll work right there. Okay, then we're going to hit CSG Subtract. We're going to pull it across, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And now we can take our builder brush back up to our default sizes and then just move it out of the way. And if we go overhead and look at this wall, this door, let's go ahead and grab this door, find it in Kismet, open up our matinee, and if we hit play, we now have a runner in the wall for that door to slide up. We're going to do the same thing to it. Oh, I got to close matinee before I can edit. Now we're going to hide that door as well. We're going to grab that, that, and since we already had that stone texture selected, it automatically applied it. So we're going to keep that selected for all these runners. That, and that. We're going to hit surface properties, and we're going to flip it 90 like we did with the other one. And there we go. Now we've got our runners built into our walls. For our door switch, let's go ahead and show all. For our door switch and for our door, and if we hit play, we're probably going to have to rebuild lighting. Yep. We can see the runner there. And we can see the runners in the walls. Let's go ahead and rebuild lighting so we can see it better. Alright, we got the light rebuilt, so let's go ahead and hit play. And if you go to the door, you can see the runners from the top. Works really well. It just gives that little extra bit of detail on those switches and those doors. Just to have that runner in the wall so it shows where that object is. And I probably missed that piece on the floor there as far as the texture goes. But that's how you cut in just small runners in the walls and stuff like that for our doors to slide on and our switches to go on. We've rebuilt that, so I'm going to go ahead and save the level. And then we're going to jump into level 2, and we're going to do something in there. Now, the last time we were in level 2, we built our treasures. We learned how to do our treasures. And since then, I have added in all of my extra doors. I've just got them setting partially out of the wall or partially in the wall so that there's still enough room to get through the door until I get them animated, but they're all in. But we're not going to worry about that. So we learned how to do our treasures for our simple pickups, so we're going to learn how to do a new kind of pickup today. So we're going to go back into this room because there's going to be one in here, and we're going to go right here, and let's just go ahead and select this light, go to actor, and that's going to bring all of our cameras right in that room. There we go, that works just fine. Now we're going to go up in here. We're going to open up our content browser. Oh, it's minimized. I don't have to open it. We're going to scroll way down until we get to our Nobiax meshes. We're going to fully load that package. I don't think we need to fully load that package yet. And we're just going to go ahead and add in a green health, I think. No, we'll add in a red health. Why the hell not? So we're going to grab let's put the flowering plants in this level. That'll make it look nicer. So we're going to grab a red flowering plant. We're going to put it right there. And I forgot what my scale was. I think I took it to 1.5. Draw scale 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. That's about better. Let's just go ahead and play from there to make sure. Actually, that's a little larger than my other plants. I can probably just go ahead and leave it at 1. Oh yeah, 1 will work just fine. Okay, so now that we've got our plant in, now of course we know we're going to be making a pickup, so we know we're going to have a trigger. So we're going to right click, add actor, add trigger. We're going to go over here, we're going to center this trigger up on our health herb right there, and we're going to leave it at the default size. We want to actually feel like we're grabbing the herb, touching the herb to pick it up, so that trigger encompasses it just perfectly. Now we're going to select our trigger, we're going to right click, we're going to convert to mover, or select our plant. Now we can grab our trigger again, and we're going to open up our Kismet. We're going to right click, new event using trigger 16, touched. It's only a one-time event, so we don't have to change the trigger count. Now we're going to grab the plant, and we're going to create a variable. Right click, new object variable using interp actor 40. Okay. Now we're going to need some sound in this as well. So we're going to go to sounds, and we're going to type in health. That's the, oh no, we're at a medium one, so we need health medium. Yep, that's the one we're going to need. So we're going to minimize that. We're going to right click, new action, voice announcements, play announcement, take the touch to the end there, and announcements. We're going to go ahead and put in that pickup sound, and since we're doing health, we're just using the default medium health pickup from UDK, and the announcement text is going to be plus 25 health. No, wait a minute, that's a 50. That's a red one, not a green one. The green ones are 25. The red ones are 50. There we go, plus 50 health. That's what we need. Okay. Now we're also going to have to destroy the plant after we pick it up, and it's not going to respawn. These health pickups don't respawn. So new action, actor, destroy. Did I get to, no, I didn't. Okay. New action, actor, destroy. There we go. That's what I wanted. The target is, of course, going to be our plant, our interp actor. And let's go ahead and chain it. There we go. Now we're also going to need a player variable here, so we're going to hold P, left click, and then we're going to go to all players and uncheck that box so it only affects our player. And now we're going to have to modify our health. And to modify the health, what we're going to do is we're going to right click, new action, actor, modify health. Going to go from the touch to the in. The target is the player. And in modify health, we're going to click the heal box. which will give us back that amount of health. If we don't have the heal box checked, then when we hit it, it's going to do damage. We can do different types of damage. So the modify health works in both directions. But we're going to take the heal box, we're going to click that, and we're going to set the amount to 50 because that is a 50 pickup. We're going to go ahead and drag a box over those, right click, create new sequence. Now we're going to create our health sequence first. Then we're going to pop that open, create new sequence, and call that red_01. And now we've got our first red health herb built. Now we're going to need to see if we can, if it does damage or not. So we're just going to go ahead, we'll close that down real quick. We're going to zoom out a little bit, and we're going to grab one of these damage zones around this blood wall, and we're just going to drag off a copy, and we're going to put it over here up in this little corner so that we can hit it at will and figure out what kind of, if that health works. So we're going to go right there. We're going to play from here. And of course our blood walls aren't functional because we haven't hit the switch. Hope that doesn't mean I can... Okay. And then we have our E to interact there, our E to interact there. Those triggers need to be changed anyways, and our health pickup there. So if we go up at... Oh no, we don't want to do that yet. We've got that set at a way too high a damage. So let's grab non-uniform scale. Scale this bad boy down fairly skinny. Oh, that works just fine. Okay, and then set it right there so we can run through it and then run back out of it. And with that selected, we're going to hit F4, and we're going to take the damage per second down to 25 instead of 100. If we'd have hit it before, it would have just straight up killed us. Okay. So we run around this corner, we run through the damage zone, that's 25 points, run through the damage zone again, that's 50 points, and now we have health over here, plus 50 health, and our health has gone back up to 100. So we know that that works perfectly. Exactly the way it's supposed to. And that is how you build a custom health pickup. You can use any mesh you want to. I just really like the Nobiax package because, I've been smoking weed for a long time and it's always made me feel better, so why the hell not? Let's just take that Resident Evil health herb thing one step further and make it some real herbs. Alright, so we're going to 86 this damage zone that we don't need anymore, and we're going to build all just to make sure. Okay, everything's built, lighting, paths, geometry, the whole 9 yards. And if we play from here, let's just run through it real quick and see what we've already put in. We've got our gates. They do have colliders, but they're moved slightly out of the way so that we can still get through until we come through and fix our doors, which we will be doing here in one of the very, very soon to come upcoming episodes. We've got our basic treasure pickups in. They work fine. Our checkpoints are in, and I still need to show you guys how to make checkpoints. So maybe we'll do that next episode. We've got some of our doors working. We've got all of our treasure pickups working. Well, all 3 different kinds. We just have to finish placing them in the level. Okay, and then when we come down here, we hit this switch, that switch. I still need to show you how to do a camera switch in Matinee too. That's going to activate our blood walls. Go. Get down in this room. We've got our 2 switches, one for the next door that we need to get through, one for the teleport door, and then if we have been injured, we have a health pickup. We hit the teleporter. We're back up there, and we can continue through the level. And that's what we've got so far. So probably what I'm going to end up doing is we're going to have to make some more door animations in this, and we're going to have some doors that have camera switches on them. And we're probably also going to need at least one more teleporter. I'm not sure about the teleporter. We may not do that, but we're going to do some doors. So the next episode, we'll get some of our doors set up, and I will show you how to add a camera switch to the Matinee. I don't think we need any more checkpoints in this level. I'm pretty sure that we've already brought in all the checkpoints we need. So we will either get into learning how to do the checkpoints in level 3, or I do have a little basic test map built where I try stuff out before I put it in the game. I can always do a little setup in that and show you guys how to do the checkpoints in there. And then when we get into level 3, we'll do a couple more checkpoints, and you know, a little bit of repetition isn't a bad thing to make sure that it's nice and firmly implanted in the old brain cage there. But that's what we got going on for today. So we learned how to cut in some runners in the walls to make our switches and doors look a little bit better, just that little added detail. And we learned how to build a health pickup that does not respawn. So we're going to call that good on this episode. Please do not forget to check the links in the description below for the Disabled American Veterans and the Wounded Warriors Project. Let's please help support our veterans. If you liked the video, then hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends and family to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Please don't forget to leave me a comment. They're always welcome, good, bad, or somewhere in between. Thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate your support, your love, your encouragement. You guys mean the world to me. I love doing this. I couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much. And until next time, this is Brian Bad Hippie Jackson saying peace, love, clean underwear, and happy gaming.